actually for them to reflect on those people they had in mind to think that that's really how they felt. That must have been terrible for the band, because you want people who are going to stick by you and stand by you,
Sure.
because as a band, you're going to go through rough
Well,
times, man.
of
You're
course.
going to go through rough times. You need all the support and the real, not skin deep support, but like, something really, deep, deep rooted in people who are going to like be in the trenches with you and believe in you and this is where we want to go. And those folks are saying, okay, great. How can I help you get there?
Hey, welcome back to Into the Music. I'm Chris. I'm here with Greg. And Greg, you got something for me to react to? Tell
I
me about it.
do. Yeah, man. So how about another Arctic Monkeys song, right?
Black Monkeys, they do sound familiar.
Yeah.
Sure, bring it on.
Right? Yeah. They are medicine for bad something. Look at that. Puts a smile right on your face.
It cures whatever's ailing you.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. A bottle of some Arctic Monkeys. So
Well, I'll find out anyway. Maybe not. Maybe
so
a
this
batch in there.
So I know you're manning, although you are definitely looking at song threads, right, for our reaction. So you may have seen this song dropped. Probably not as much as all the other ones. That said, perhaps Vampires is a bit strong. That's the name of the song title. And yeah, man. Yeah. That's it. Not gonna tell you anything else. What year, what album, whatever, just go check out Perhaps Vampires is a bit strong.
Was this requested by anybody in particular?
Yes, of course. Of course. I was about to say that. So this is a coffee request. So Mikey Cole. Mikey's actually requested a few songs already. Thanks, Mikey. This has been great. And so through his request, you and I get virtual coffee. So enjoy it. And now we give something back to Mikey. Your song request. So you better not hate on it.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of pressure on right now.
There is a lot of pressure. Yeah. All right, let me go do it. Relieve the pressure. Well, listen to the song anyway. And and I'll be back.
However you do that. Okay.
Pretend to stand by us. I know you're certain we'll fail. Well, I've seen your eyes as they fix on me, full of confusion. Your snort is just so condescending. Try to explain that we're on to a win. If the fee we got in, it recoups what we're spending. He said, I can't believe that you drove all that way. Well, how much did they pay? How much did they pay? You'd have been better to stay round our way, thinking about things, but not actually doing the things. 'Cause all you people are vampires, and all your stories are stale. And though you pretend to stand by us, I know you're certain we'll fail. 'Cause all you people are vampires, and all your stories are stale. I know you pretend to stand by us, I know you're certain we'll fail.
me. Look at you. You're back.
Hey.
So what'd you think about Perhaps Vampires is a bit strong? Really, really cool title now.
I don't think Vampires is a bit too strong to call people.
Especially if they're acting like vampires, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you catch
The life right out of you.
I mean, I definitely want to, maybe I should shut up and just kind of get your first initial take on the sound and the music, the song overall. But I'm really hoping you paid attention a little bit to the lyrics as well, because it's
I did on this.
Cool. So what do you think?
I liked it.
Yeah.
Again, I just went with the music, mostly went with the music. Big surprise there, I know. Yeah, I get the message. But, really it's the music that got me on this one, especially around that middle part where, let's see what I wrote down here. Well, let me just say, okay, I wrote down the thing with the cymbals in the beginning, that little tapping on the cymbals.
Like I wrote that down too. Little tapping on the cymbals.
Oh, of course, yeah. Rap, tap, tap.
On my chamber door.
Right. But that breaking in the middle, yeah, that really, and then bongos came in, and then the guitar just kind of ripped into something, and that was just really cool. That whole long piece there, the middle part, and then towards the end, when the guitar rhythm got really fast and kind of, I don't know what you would call it, but it was cool. It had a lot of change ups in this song for yet another short song.
Short, but long enough to just have all that you just described, man, all packed in, crazy. And at the very end, I thought I kind of detected like a little bit of a funk kind of sound the guitar was going into a little bit. Yeah. Just in case he felt like he didn't do enough change ups.
Cover enough,
just a little bit more. Yeah, but nothing crazy. It was just so, that, I don't know, musical interlude or whatever you want to call it. Just that I loved it. I loved it, man. They were showcasing. This was from their first album. We've listened to a lot of songs now, maybe 4 or songs, maybe 5. But I think out of all the songs we've reacted to for the Arctic Monkeys, a majority of them have been from the first album, which, kind of makes sense, right?
Which album? What's the name of the album?
This was Whatever People Say I Am, That's What I'm Not. And from the 2006 debut. And this song was just, it's like, to me, like they're showcasing like how really explosive that their sound was. So much energy.
Songs, don't you think?
But
maybe more so in this short song.
I think that this one, out of all of them so far, this one was just maybe a little bit more. I don't know. It was just, they had just more sampling of just these sort of musical things, the instrumentations, it was just so strong, it really didn't let up. But as the music was just pounding and pounding so creatively that they were just changing it up, so you didn't get used to just one particular kind of riff sound that was going from beginning to end. And it was enough to keep up. And enough to where, you don't get thrown off and say, what the heck, are a little too much. It was just, it kept things so interesting and dynamic, it was Absolutely. So great. Yeah, man. So like I said, it's from their debut album. And so from what I kind of, from what I gathered about the song, like what it actually means, it was about the people that were around the band at the time that they were trying to, be up and coming, and get to a certain place they wanted to get to. And it seemed like a lot of the people who were involved with the band, friends, maybe handlers, people involved, they were more about like, what club are you going to play next, and what kind of money are they paying you and all like that. They were looking at things differently. They weren't really looking so far down the road. And maybe it was not having so much faith in the band, that thinking that they will get to where the band was like, the band wanted to go way further. They had different sort of aspirations. And so I think that's what the song is about, that certain people close to the band didn't really have the faith in, that they would sort of, where the band wanted to go with their music, and
you
that
think
they would
you would have had the faith? Just in a general sense. How much faith would you put in a band when there's so many good bands out there that somehow this is the band that's going to make it, based on, because you got to be in the right place at the right time. You got to have the right sound for the right time. You have to have the right personality. There's so many variables, you know? So when I hear about, like, I'm not commenting on what the lyricist for this song was saying. I mean, I get from his point of view, but really you're taking a gamble. So what are the odds? What are the odds that this particular band, even if they're great, is going to make it in that long run? The odds are pretty slim. So we should not condemn. I understand it from the lyricist point of view. Because if that was me, I'd be like, hey, you guys, you didn't have faith in me. What the hell, right? But as an outsider, it's like, well, when you look at the odds, what are you supposed to do? Right?
It really depends on.
I didn't really mean to take it in this direction. It just
that's really
came across my mind.
That's really interesting, and I think you just threw sort of dose of reality into the whole thing, right? But I think that, but I also think that you sort of brought to the forefront, like, well, who are we talking about? Like, who are these vampires? Like, to me, it could be a whole sprinkling of like different people, like if they were business people, like if they were agents, if they were people involved with record company, or if they were trying to, or, they were looking at things a little bit more, if they were involved in the band and trying to, like, on the business side, then maybe you could see that, where they were coming from, definitely the band has a right to feel the way they felt and write the song. But then I'm thinking, like, maybe the family members, friends, people who were closely involved with the band, would they sort of like, because one of the quotes that I think Alex Turner, right, the lyricist, I think the guy who wrote the song, I think what he was saying, like, sitting in a pub and having some beers, and they were kind of like, then they would get all this advice. So, like, again, from whom were they getting this kind of advice from? Who are those vampires? It might have been different people, in different positions, different sort of relationships with the band, So to answer your question, I mean, that's I would have to know the band, I would have to know their music, I would have to have seen them play, and just that's a really hard question to really answer, but I like what you're doing, at least, that you're kind of trying to look at, like, play devil advocate, that you're just trying to look at it like both sides, and just definitely makes it for interesting sort of thought, but they felt the way they felt, and they wrote a really amazing song. And they, when you think about the force and the energy that surrounded the song, it goes hand in hand, the message and the force behind it, they really meant it. They really, however they were feeling about the vampires, it was kind of deep rooted, and they really, like, it was coming from a really strong, powerful place. Like, it was like vampires, I ain't got no dollar signs in my eyes. That might be a surprise, but it's true. Said I'm not like you, and I don't want your advice or your praise, or to move in the ways you do, and I never will. I mean, that's really strong conviction right there. And that was the middle of the first verse going to the end of the first verse. And then that chorus, course, all you people are vampires, and all your stories are stale, and though you pretend to stand by us, I know you're certain we'll fail. That's, to actually, for them to reflect on those people they had in mind, to think that that's really how they felt, that must have been terrible for the band, because you want people who are going to stick by you and stand by you, because as a band, you're going to go through rough times, man. You're going to go through rough times. You need all the support, and the real, not skin deep support, but like, something really, deep rooted, and people who are going to, like, be in the trenches with you and believe in you, and this is where we want to go. And those folks are saying, okay, great, how can I help you get there? I'm just curious that the metaphor of vampires is used, because you would think if they were complaining about somebody being a vampire in relation to the band itself, you would think it was people who were just trying to suck money out of them, once they did make it really big, because that's what I thought it was going to be about. I guess vampires, not only did they suck blood.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Now that I think about it, yeah.
Vampires are deceiving. Vampires, try to kind of take over you and make you do things that you really don't want to do. No, really. I mean, that is, Bela Lugosi definitely always had that.
Yeah, no, I remember. I knew Bela Lugosi would come into this because he's come into other videos of ours before for some strange reason. But was he scratching under his arm or something?
Always had a medallion, something.
I do remember the Bela Lugosi Dracula talking about how he had no faith in some rock band he was hanging out with.
Yeah. The groovy ghoulies. Dude, I'd have to. But the thing is, so here's the quote from Alex. Vampires refers to condescending people who are more interested in giving advice on how they should try that club or that place with money in mind rather than this songwriting talent.
Oh, okay. So they want to make the money. That's the connection I was looking for. Okay.
I don't know if that's a real quote or that's something that I
kind of like settle. Maybe it's
I might have paraphrased.
Settle for this deal you can get.
Yeah.
Instead of going for the big rock star thing. Sign this contract to play at these clubs or something like that.
You used the keyword settle.
Right.
I think that probably, if I had,
but they would apparently they thought they might be getting, some of them might have thought they would get something out of it too.
Right, because again, I from what I understand, it was really about where the band, what the aspirations are, and where they felt that they were headed and where they wanted to go. And it was a lot farther and a lot more lofty, whatever, than where these people around them wanted to sort of keep them where they were looking. And I think and settle. I think settle is like the key word there. Perfect word. When you really think about that, the band is writing a song, they have their first album that they're recording the song for. They already have, they've achieved something that was part of what they wanted, I would just imagine, so they're probably at a point now where they're reflecting back and be like, hey, look, this is like, we're here because we believed in this, and you guys didn't believe in that. You guys were looking elsewhere. Your kind of focused attention was taking us to other places, whatever, and maybe being in that position to be like, we're gonna record the song about that, and boom. But again, powerful, in your face. The message delivered loud and clear, and just, I know this is your reaction. So you have the final word. Go ahead.
That's it. It's okay.
You're going to repeat what you just said.
No, this is new, but you didn't mention, this is new to you too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So it's in a sense, these requests we're getting, where they're new to both. A lot of times they're new to both of us. So the reaction from either one of us is pretty valid,
Well, just in case someone is seeing all the reactions, and someone might say, wait a minute, he said he actually owned the CD. So I do own the CD.
Do you? Oh, okay. And they even lied to me.
No, I said it because, if they know it,
unbelievable.
If they know, it's because I told you on the camera. But I was like, put cotton in your ears. I want to tell people something. No, but the thing is that it was like when I bought the CD, it was like, it was a long time ago. It was 2006. I listened to it for a while and stuff, and there's probably 2 or 3 songs I kept going to, and that was it. I didn't really listen to the whole damn album,
So this one you didn't listen to?
I maybe listened to it. It definitely was not.
Oh, okay, but it's relatively new to you.
Oh, yeah. Well, yes. I just wanted to, me, I'm Mr. Full Disclosure, right? That's how my parents raised me, and I'm very honest.
Yeah, every con artist tells you that.
Trust me. All right, cool. So I'm going to take us out. Or you want to take us out because you react?
Take us out, man.
I'm going to take us out and say,
You're more
Chris.
talkative than me anyway.
Chris, have a great night. Really.
You too, man.
Go play that red guitar behind you. That looks really cool. It's like crying out. Chris, play me.
I'll play that one.
And while you're thinking about that, I'm going to let everyone know, hey, I hope you had a good time watching us. And if you liked it, hit the like button. If you haven't subbed, whatever, it's up to you. That'd be cool. And hey, buy us a virtual cup of coffee. What is that? Go check it out below the hashtags and just click on the link.
And another thank you to Mikey Cole for requesting this.
Yeah.
Hope you liked it, Mikey.
Mikey. And we'll see everyone on the next episode of Into the Music.